Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Josh Freeman actually surprised me, as with his first start in the league, he did lead the team to winning the Packers at home. That was a really nice game. He also beat the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans at the end, towards the end of the season there. So those were some nice games that we saw out of Josh in his first year. He's a young quarterback. He was a first-round pick. And so we did start to see some of that talent in spite of some of the lack of talent that he did have around him. This offseason, unfortunately, they did get rid of Antonio Bryant in free agency, the one true legit receiver that he had. They drafted 2 wide receivers in the draft that look like they're probably going to be starting in Arrelious, Benn, and Mike Williams. There's a guy that you may need to pay attention to. He dropped, I believe, into the 4th round because of character issues, but it looks like he may be a starter right away on this team. So 2 rookie guys. He does have Kellen Winslow. That's nice. He does have a decent offensive line for protection. That is also very nice to see. And the other thing that's very nice to see is that he has the easiest schedule to pass against in strength of schedule this year. Now, I don't think that makes him fantasy relevant for this year, but it could make guys like Kellen Winslow a nice, right now I think we have him ranked as the 12th tight end just because there's so many tight ends right now. In the first 12 guys, there's a lot of guys in there. So with Kellen, I think we have him downgraded just because his quarterback isn't proven over some of the other guys, but that doesn't mean he can't be productive. I think that guys like Benn and Williams, the 2 rookie receivers, they could be candidates to be top fantasy receiver players, producers this season because they're getting opportunities and obviously the easiest pass schedule. And if Josh Freeman does continue to grow and produce, then that's going to give them some value there right away. So keep those things in mind with this team. Again, Freeman, not a fantasy option this year, but he's a name that's worth keeping an eye on, paying attention to, because as we start getting into, his 3rd, 4th seasons in the league, if these receivers start showing something in their talent, which they do have talent, then this is an up-and-coming offense that could be doing things in the future.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football.